Angry guy here, and women are crying alone on social media as men become password bros and walk away. Let's just go ahead and jump into the videos. This one, I've never had a boyfriend. No one needs me. No one wants to date with me. I don't understand what's wrong with me. Am I really that bad? This woman is extremely beautiful. All right. If you look at the actual video, there's a bunch of comments from guys telling her how wonderful she is and all these other things. She's never actually had a boyfriend, but does that mean that she's never been intimate with a man? Absolutely not. You see, she's been out there with Chad and Tyrone and Rick. She's been out there in the streets. She's had her fun in the streets. And now she's miserable. She's alone and she can no longer pair bond. But she doesn't want to come right out and say that. And of course, the guys that want her, she does not want them. Women often say that they're lonely and there's no one out there for them. But in reality, there are tons of guys who are like, hey, would you like to go on a date? And she doesn't even respond to them. You think I'm joking? Check out this video.
Here's Eric Cartman.
And what this video is, here's the girl that cries because she's lonely but won't ever text you back. And the thing about these women is, for example, guys, you know, you look at the passport bros, the passport bro movement, and guys walking away, men walking away from Western society and Western relationships. And the moment they go overseas, these same single women are on social media, literally making these horrible comments to these poor Asian ladies who are getting into relationships with the men that these women didn't want. Because it's basically, if I can't have you, no one else can. Let's go ahead and watch this other video that Let's just go ahead and watch this other video that perfectly illustrates this issue.
With you. You don't want me to be with someone else. How miserable do I have to be before you're...
Let's play it again.
You don't want me to be with you. You don't want me to be with someone else. How miserable do I have to be before you're happy?
This is basically what modern men are going through. Okay? You don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me. You don't want me to be with someone else. How miserable do I have to be until you're happy? This is extraordinary narcissism. And women won't stop. How many women have gotten rid of their relationships, good relationships, because they got bored? Who did this? Who did this? She left her husband because she was bored in her marriage, went back to the streets, and she's miserable on the streets. She destroyed her family, broke up her family, and now she has nothing. She said that the guy that she was with was a very good guy. He did everything. He gave her everything. She could not have had a better husband, but she was yearning for Chad and Tyrone. Her husband is tall. Her husband is tall. Her husband is handsome. Her husband is financially stable. Her husband basically gave her a great life, great family, great kids. Her husband was loyal and dedicated and always there for her and for the children. She could not have had a better husband, but it was not enough because she was bored. She got bored. She was bored of her stable relationship and her happy home. And she felt there was something better for her out there in the streets. Guys, this is the truth. And whenever people call her out on it, she immediately goes into defense mode. And all these women are there telling her, yes, sis, you're right, sis. Yes, queen, yes. What? This one, I'm 37, have zero friends outside of my co-workers, go absolutely nowhere unless it's work and the supermarket, struggle with unhappiness, and I am constantly trying to become a better human being. And of course, there are a bunch of guys who are going to slide in and say, hey, how you doing? And she's going to completely ignore those guys because she does not want them. She still wants Chad. She still wants Tyrone. She's still looking for a billionaire. She's still looking for a millionaire. She still wants the guy who has a six. How do I put this? Let's get it right. So he makes 6 figures. He's at least 6 feet tall, and he can deliver at least 6 inches. All right. She's still out there searching for that. And even if she got it, she wouldn't be happy with it. In fact, at 37, a lot of these women have already been married. They've already been married to these guys, and these guys weren't enough for them. They were married to the guy who made over 6 figures. They were married to the guy who was over 6 feet tall. They were married to the guy who had at least 6 inches, and they left that guy because they got bored. Because something was better for there was something better for them out there in the world. And now here they are grieving.
I used to be like that until I had my kid. Now that I have my kid, like I might be this, oh, I'm a boss bitch, da, da, da. But deep down in my heart, I would do absolutely anything to be at home and be like always with my child.
There you go.
But unfortunately,
and have a man protecting you. Stop acting like stop leaving out the man part.
Right.
Because for you to be home with your child, that means you got a man holding you down, protecting you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like he's right, and that shit's hard. Like, but unfortunately, since I'm by myself, I gotta hustle, you know. Yeah. But I would do anything to have a man. Like
Instagram over a real nigga.
You choose Instagram over a man.
Because unfortunately, like that's a platform where I can make a living off, and nobody's helping me because I don't have that protector yet. You get me?
So you don't think a man could provide and protect you?
Yeah, but I just haven't found that guy yet. And
that's what we're saying. That's what we saying. So hold on. How come women can't just say, "Listen, I want a man," instead of acting like y'all don't want a man and just want to be boss bitches?
Right.
That's what we're saying.
Nobody said that.
We've just been hurt.
That's not what I said.
Nobody said that.
I don't want to interrupt.
Nobody
said
that.
Like
all right, she wants to, after you go, she wants to clarify her point.
I just want to clarify because I feel like it's getting turned.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Put the camera on her.
Who?
You.
Couch girl.
Like y'all said, you're right. And I've been trying to talk, but Myron don't let me. But I really respect Myron.
Because you can't finish your sentence.
Because it's hard for me to explain. But I respect the fuck out of you, and I give you your right because you're right. That is true. Mm-hmm. What you're saying is true, and I respect you, and I respect everything that you've done. This whole part, like
just
I
make
really
your point, please.
The point is that I haven't found the protector because I don't know the point already.
Guys, basically, she's just talking nonsense, but ultimately, she admitted it. Like, she would rather be at home taking care of her kid, but she can't take accountability. She can't go out and she can't admit that, she messed up her good name, and no dude wants to go out there and be linked up with someone who's on OnlyFools. No one wants to, be in the same boat as Destiny right now, where they're in an open marriage and his girl is on OnlyFools or a platform similar to OnlyFools, and she's basically, she goes out and she's with whoever she wants to be with. All right, she goes out and she gets intimate with whoever she wants to get intimate with, and she says that Destiny is a real man, and the reason why men don't want to be like Destiny is because they're insecure about. It's because they're insecure about what they're working with. It's like so sad, and that's all it really comes back to with these women. Unfortunately, it always goes back to that. This one, my husband took my children away from me after the divorce. He lets me see them once a week. I miss them very much. I even cry in the evenings. I have no husband, no children. I'm a lonely woman. How did you end up losing your children though? Like 95% of the time, the courts will side with women in family court. So how did you end up losing your children? I'll tell you how you ended up losing your children. You ended up losing your children because of the nonsense you were doing in the marriage. You were likely not there for your children. You were likely involved in something that was not good. You made a lot of bad decisions, and now that's how you ended up losing your children.
My husband for so many years, and I'm just getting mad.
Crying. It's too late, 40 years old, crying because she might be alone forever, no children, no family. She's trying to have children by herself, spending tons of money to go and do in vitro, and she's going through all these different tests and taking all these different products to increase her chances of having a child by herself at 40. So guys, what they're trying to do is now bring children into the world that they can't even provide for, they cannot even care for, but they are so lonely that they're trying to do the whole Build-A-Bear workshop and build a family for themselves because they don't have one without the man. And I literally saw a video, where they were talking about this in South Korea, because South Korea has the lowest population in the world right now. And there are actually men and women advocating in South Korea they are in South Korea advocating for single motherhood. Like, Are you out of your minds?
And I didn't want a little, Lord, I wanted.
I can't believe I've aged so quickly. It makes me want to cry. I'm 28 years old, and 4 months ago, I broke up with my partner, and I still can't find my true love. Why is this happening? These women have all the choices. They have all the options in the world, but they made poor decisions, and she can find someone very quickly, but she doesn't want to, okay? Because ultimately, you know, it's impossible. It's impossible to ever make them happy. Guys, what do you guys think regarding this? You have all these women who are crying alone on social media as men become passive bros and walk away. What do you guys think regarding this? And do you agree that it's only going to accelerate more? By the way, guys, if you're enjoying my content, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to never miss another video again, and like the video because it tells YouTube you're enjoying the content and you want to see more of it, so YouTube will show you more of this. What do you guys think is going to happen? What do you guys think is going to happen with women in the future? And do you agree that it's only going to accelerate more? I want to hear your thoughts. Let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.